Hi, I'm Todd Sones. Here's a tip for you today to help you shoot lower scores, brought to you by Bushnell Golf. You know when someone hits a great short game shot and a commentator says he or she has great hands? You know, it's interesting because when you watch those players, it's not that they have these mystical hand action that they were just born with. They've developed different hand actions for different shots. And there's three basic hand actions you really need to acquire and practice to have a good short game. There's the pitching action, the chipping action, and the lob action. They're all different, and I'll explain why. And it's as easy as understanding where your trail palm belongs during the backswing and the finish. So of course, in the setup, if I'm chipping the golf ball, I'm going to have the handle forward, and that's, as I stand to the handle, that's going to get the ball backward. But here's the hand action. Here's what's important. When you take the club back and you're chipping the golf ball, you really want your right palm to hinge so it's toward the ground. That keeps the club face toward the ball. That puts your left wrist into flexion. And as you come through the golf ball, if you maintain that position, you'll trap the golf ball and you'll pinch the ball off the ground. You hit a nice solid chip shot. Now, if you use that action for a pitch shot, it's not going to work. So here's the action for a pitch shot. The setup. Start with the shaft, make sure the butt of the golf club's even with the golf ball, not in front of it, even with it. Stand to the handle with a narrow stance. The ball is now pretty much in the center of my stance. The hand action for this shot is when you take the club back, the right palm should be facing, or trail palm should be facing the horizon. That would put the leading edge of the golf club at right angles to the ground, where basically there's some loft on the golf club. Now, whatever you do in the backswing, you need to mirror in the finish. So when I come around the corner and I turn through as I swing the club around the corner, my palm is now facing the horizon on the other side. So this is palm horizon, palm horizon. That's the hand action to hit a pitch shot. Now let's talk about the most difficult shot, the lob shot. It's the highest risk shot. If you only use a shot when you absolutely need to. For this shot, handle goes back, one ball behind, stand to the handle. That puts the ball slightly forward. You notice in all these shots, my stance is narrow. I'm gripping down on the golf club. Now, here's the tricky part to this. You've got to rotate the club. Keep the club in front of your body. Don't rotate it behind you. Keep it in front of your body, but get that right palm so it's really facing the sky or facing you. It's the same thing. The club face is looking at me and not looking at the golf ball. So basically, if I'm doing this in the backswing, as I release the club, I've got to keep that palm. Remember I said, the forward swing needs to be a mirror of the backswing. So if my palm is up here and I release the club, my palm is up here and my palm is up here. So now there's a ton of loft on the club face. So here's the three hand actions. Palm down, chip. Palm horizon, pitch. Palm sky, lob. And it's the same on the other side. So if you really work and understand those hand actions, after you've got the setup right, you're going to be able to hit those different shots and really have a great arsenal in your bag to score around the green.